Let me ask you this. Have you tried playing Spy and failed miserably? Do you want to main the worst class in the game, but don't know why you keep dying? Do you hate yourself? If yes, then you've come to the right place. In this video, I'll be showcasing the stock Spy loadout and some basics of the class that would be helpful for newer spies. Before we begin, I would like to mention that this video is more geared towards newer spies who are just starting out. Also, I'd like to point out that this is mostly my opinion with 1,200 hours on the class under my belt, so if you disagree, feel free to post something in the comments. So, without wasting too much time, let's begin. Okay, so when you first pick up Spy, you're gonna be greeted with the stock loadout, which consists of the revolver, the butterfly knife, the invis watch, the sapper, as well as a disguise kit. The stock loadout is one of the best loadouts for Spy, and there are two reasons mainly. One is that it has no downsides, so it's really versatile, and two, well, as I mentioned before, it's really versatile and it's geared towards every situation. So it's also good to use while learning the class. It's also the purest form of Spy, since for a while it was the only loadout that the Spy was able to use, since before all the unlockable weapons were introduced, there was just one loadout, the stock. The Spy thrives on being in the right place at the right time. That right time and place is being behind a distracted enemy player and backstabbing them with his butterfly knife. The key to getting in that position though is going to be the invis watch, often referred to as positioning the weapon. It's great for getting into unexpected positions as a spy. The watch grants you 9 seconds of invisibility that can be extended by picking up ammo packs off the ground. It's the most influential tool in the spy's arsenal, since the watch dictates your playstyle the most, so learning how to use the spy's watches is essential to learning how to play spy. Okay, check out this clip. So this heavy sees me and cloak. He sees this and instantly cloak and go into the tunnel. As soon as I go fully invisible though, I switch directions and uncloak. Since the player saw me going in that direction but did not see me switch directions until by then I was already invisible, he still thinks I'm going that way, although in reality I'm right behind him about to wreck his shit. As you can see, the possibilities of the invis watch are only as many as your imagination allows for, and it's a good way to learn the core values of spy, and also improvisation, deception, and different ways to trick your opponent, which will come in handy when you're trying to learn trick stabs. The spy's primary weapon is often forgot about, since most people play the class for the fun of backstabbing people, and they don't really care about the revolver. Nevertheless, it's a powerful weapon that can save you sometimes, and shouldn't be overlooked. It's a great self-defense tool in situations where you have your back against the wall and nowhere to go, since it does like 60, maybe more damage up close, and it also does 21 damage minimum at really long range. This is important because the spy can see everyone's health, so if you see like an enemy who's under 21 HP, it doesn't matter, like even if he's across the map, all it takes is one shot and you can get his eyes. It's also much easier to use than the knife, since with the knife you need good movement, good prediction. There's none of that. All you need is good aim. It's just point and click. It could be much more than just a self-defense tool. With good aim, you can like take out even 3-4 people for relative ease. All you need is a couple well-timed shots, and people start dying, I guess. Although disguises are not really reliable, and most good players won't fall for them, there are situations where they can be used really effectively. Since they don't get used nearly as often as they should, most players won't be expecting you to use disguises. For general use, I would suggest Scout and Spy, since they still keep Spy's base movement speed. And since Spy is the second fastest class in the game, that's really beneficial. The other class disguises depend on the position on the map and the positioning of the enemy. I suggest like on battlements, obviously, choose sniper, but be sure to act like a sniper, don't act like a soldier, like a spy, obviously. Try to, not make eye contact with the enemies, since that's usually a dead giveaway. You can easily get better at using your disguises just by playing other classes, since when you disguise them, you already know what you would do in that situation, so you know how to act. Like the sapper, and you see it go on the building, and the building go boom! Wow. But like, in all seriousness, it's just a sapper. Like, you sap buildings with it. What else do you want me to say? When you're playing Spy, try to focus on the key targets, like medics, snipers, heavies, engineers, and demos. Try not to be seen, since Spy is a quite fragile class. He only has 125 HP, which is not very much, and you can be easily killed when you're spotted. Try to prioritize improving areas you lack, since casual games often don't have any stakes. And try not to forget your gun. Many spies do that mistake and only use their knife. The gun's a powerful tool, never neglect it. When you get at a level where you feel you can play Spy fairly well, try to learn all the unlocks the Spy has to offer, and trust me, there are some fun ones. But most importantly, and this is the best advice I can give you, just have fun. Like, all this improving nonsense means jack shit if you're not having fun. So just go out there, have a blast, and go stab some people in the back. And if you wanna really learn trick stabbing, watch the Starry Crow tutorial. That's it. No, what are you doing? No, stop! Stop!